Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I filmed this look right here and I wanted to go back in and use the Australis Kaleidoscope palette and focus on these two shades here. So this blue shade and this silvery blue type colour. So this is what I have come up with. I also did black and blue ombre winged eyeliner and I put some silver glitter right in the middle of my eye, paired it up with a nude lip, and this is the end result. So if you guys would like to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. So starting out with the Morphe 25B palette, and I'm just going to go in with this light brown as our transition shade, so just buffing that all through the crease. Going in with a darker brown from the same palette, I'm just going to buff that through the crease just a little bit lower and blend it into that first transition shade. I'm then going to go in with the Australis Kaleidoscope palette and pick up that blue shade, and just on a packing brush I'm just going to put that all over my lid. I did start with this shade as our base and then I went in with the silvery grey type colour that is in the palette as well, and I popped that on top. I didn't want to just go in with the silver by itself as I didn't want it to be too sheer, so popping the blue underneath just deepened that top shade. Once I have built up that silver to the intensity that I want, I'm just going to go in with a darker brown from the Morphe 25B palette and just run that through the crease just to deepen it and blend out that blue shade. I just packed a bit more of that silver shade on the lid just for any that have been blended away, and then I'm going to go in with the BYS Glitter Fix Primer and just the BYS Silver Glitter, and I'm just going to focus that just on the centre of the lid. Going back in with that silver shade and just touching up the edges of where the silver and the glitter meet just to blend them out. I'm just going to clean up any fallout under the eyes and just sharpen that line of the eyeshadow, and then I'll be going in with the Chi Chi Matte Liquid Liner in the blue shade and just focusing that on the first half of my eyelids, just so from the inner corner to the middle of the eye. Then going in with a black liquid liner and just doing the tail of the wing and joining up the black with the blue. I did go back in with the blue and touch it up back over the black just so they blended in nicely together. So I also went in with some makeup remover and just sharpened up the black wing and just cleaned up any mess that I had made. And then I'm just going to go in with the Essence I Love Extreme Volume Mascara and apply that to my top lashes to prepare them for falsies. So I did just pop some falsies on off of camera, so now I'm just going to go in with the Australis primer, just the original one, and just rub that all into my skin. So for foundation, I'm going to be mixing two together. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Nude Ivory and the Australis Stayput Long Wear Foundation in the shade Nude. The Wet n Wild one is just a little bit too light for me, so I have to mix it with something a bit darker. But I do actually like the way these two work together. The coverage is really nice and my skin looked really smooth and flawless. So once all that foundation has been blended in, going in with concealer, I'm just going to use the Australis by Blemish concealer and just pop that under my eyes and in my T-zone just to cover up any dark circles and also brighten the face. I'm also using the OXX Beauty Blender from Kmart to blend out my foundation and my concealer. So once that concealer has been blended out, I'm just going to set that down with the yellow shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and just pressing that under my eyes. To set the rest of the face, I'm just going to go in with my Face of Australia pressed powder in the shade Beige and just on a big fluffy brush, just press that all into my skin to make sure the foundation doesn't move. So going back in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and just taking that first shade there to contour the face. So cheekbones around the forehead, I do down the sides of my nose as well, just to bring back my nose as my face is looking a bit flat and one-dimensional. So going back in with that same palette and just taking that middle shade to bronze up the skin. As you can see, I absolutely love this palette as I've already hit pan on 3 of the shades. So just taking that around the perimeters of my face, so cheekbones, forehead, under the chin, and I do under the lip as well, just to give the effect of a poutier bottom lip. Going in with the Face of Australia blush in the shade Primrose and just blending that on the apples of my cheeks and blending it backwards. This is such a beautiful pink shade just to add a flush of colour back to the skin. So going back in with the Morphe 25B palette, I'm just going to take that second brown shade and just run that from outer corner to inner corner on my lower lash line and just buff it out. And then I will go in with a darker brown shade and just blend that on top from outer corner to inner corner as well and just really smoke that out. So once the lower lash line has been blended out, I'm just going to go in with the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in the shade Blue on By, and I'm just going to put that in my waterline just to tie in with the liquid eyeliner that we have put on the top of our eye. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with the Chi Chi Celestial Glow Illuminating Palette, and I'm going to mix together Uranus and Neptune and just buff that onto the top of my cheekbones. I absolutely love the glow this palette gives you. I'm also going to put those 2 shades under my brow bone just to highlight there as well. I did go back in with that palette and I took the shade Moon, which is the first one, and I'm just going to pop that on my inner corners just to highlight and brighten it up a little bit. So just popping some mascara on the lower lash line, and I did decide to take that shimmery white shade from the Kaleidoscope palette and pop that on the inner corner just to give it a bit more brightness because it wasn't really bright enough to tie in with that glitter on the lid. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX Lingerie in the shade Push Up and just apply that all to my lips. So that's the end of this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below and let me know what you think. I absolutely love the lid colour. That silvery blue is quite different, something I've never used before, and I love the silver glitter on the middle of the lid there as well. So please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, thank you for being here, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.